Welcome to THN Parts Channel. We are here in Connecticut with Chris, and we're going to be going over some of his cars. We got a really special delivery for him in his new project.
What's up, man?
How's it going?
It's going, you know. Thanks for coming out.
Oh, of course. I'm glad we can make it out here.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, what's this project you got going on over here?
So, it's an S14.
Okay.
Clearly, it's in pieces. It's going to be a grip car. So, we're going against the grain right now.
Okay.
It's not going to be a drift car. I love these cars too much to see them get thrashed and smashed and totaled. So, it's going to have a S15 front end conversion, thanks to you with all these parts. And S14. S15 tails too. So it'll be a S14.9 if I'm going to follow the James Dean methodology.
The full swing type deal.
Yeah, so James Dean did it last year, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And his cars that he ran in RDS. So the Russian Drift Series. So car looks sick. 2F performance makes the conversion rear. So I got those going. And I got to put in a lot of time, a lot of work.
Can be a hell of a project once it's done.
Yeah, it should rage. And you know, if you follow any YouTube channels, Tommy F.'s shop is putting together my RB25 Neo.
Nice.
So that should scream, and obviously with them, it's gonna be pretty. So hopefully the rest of the car looks as pretty as the motor. So every shop, you know, or pseudo shop needs a little shop truck. This is my little shop truck.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I imported this last year.
Okay.
And then built it over the summer. Obviously, we lowered it. It's on T37Bs, 09 racing flares. Put the Recaros inside of it.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you. You could open the door here. Check it out.
Something about these Recaros just
They're cool. Right?
Really make it pop.
Yeah. So the interior of these cars from the factory is like, you know, nothing. There's nothing in there. There's no carpet. There's some rubber floor mats. That's basically it, right? So I pulled the interior out, carpeted it. Those are actually S15 rear floor mats that I'm using for front floor mats.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So those floor mats are very sought after as well, but they fit perfect right there, at least around around the throttle pedal.
Just what you need it for.
Yeah, I mean, it works. I have a couple spare sets of those, so yeah. Yeah, so yes, that is an S15. S15 Silvia. That is a 99, originally a Spec S. Okay. But I've sourced all the parts, including the motor, the bracing, everything, to make it, you know, Spec R, which would be. So in Japan, difference between Spec S and Spec R is really all the bracing, the turbo, obviously. Yeah. So you have a SR20 DET instead of an SR20 DE. In Australia, they all came with turbos. Okay. All right, but it is a JDM Japanese Spec car. Nice. I actually got that from Tommy as well. So I got it as a shell from our good friend Thomas Farrell, Tommy F. Yeah, and built it, 2-3 years ago. So it's got some pretty things on it.
Yeah, it's by far my favorite ass chassis out of them all.
You know, below it is my 97 S14 Kooky.
S14 Kooky. So you got the angled front end, the angled headlights instead of the rounded off Zenkis.
You know, I put Z33 or 350Z brakes or calipers on there. Okay. And I have a sponsorship from EBC Brakes.
EBC Brakes.
So EBC hooks up all of these cars with brakes, with rotors and pads, effectively.
Nice. The Nismo seats.
Yeah. Those are actually out. They're a catalog item. Those are out of a Micra.
Micra. Okay.
Yeah. But I made them work in the Kooky. That has a non-Nissan motor in it. That has a built LS1.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Cheap, easy horsepower.
I'll pop the hood, but you know, cheap, reliable horsepower. It rages. It's a fun car, and it surprises a lot of people.
Oh, I bet.
You know. This one's gonna be fun. This one's gonna be unique. So we'll have an SR20 DET. of an LS1, and we'll have an RB25 Neo, which is, I'm collecting them all, right? So I just need some Jay-Z series, 1 or 2.
There you go.
And that'll round out the fleet of, you know, of motor swaps into these cars.
You know, you're gonna be taking this to Lime Rock, you said.
Yes, so Lime Rock has their big track. Yeah, it's not the cleanest right now, it's gotta be pulled out. They have their big track, and then they have their autocross course, which, again, if you watch any real YouTube series or channels, a bunch of YouTubers went there. So this will be fun. This will be, you know, big wing, big over fenders, wide car, big wheels. It'll be black. So as you can see, every car in here is white. This one's gonna be black.
That is one thing I've always liked about your vehicles, the color scheme, that teal and black and teal and white.
Yeah, I mean, it started when I was younger. So Project Mu, right? Their flagship color was teal. When I was younger, Project Mu was financially unobtainable, right? Because they're all forged calipers and they're very expensive. So, but I love the color. So I started powder coating all my calipers on my cars that I was building just teal.
Yeah.
And it caught on. Oh, that's a Clark's car. It's teal. That's a Clark's car. So I stuck with it, and you know, I stick with the white, black, teal now, just because from a brand, it's just easy to identify. And if you look at the ground too, right, the floor, the epoxy has those colors.
You went all out in the shop.
I did. You know, I may have overdone it. But
it's a good color scheme.
Yeah, it's cool. It's unique. This one's gonna have black calipers with a teal hydro.
Okay.
So there's gonna be one teal caliper in the rear. It's gonna have the teal, and it's actually gonna come off that 240 because I actually don't drift that car. So you see 2 teal calipers in the rear.
Well, I'm glad we were able to come out here and get some new parts for your build.
Yeah, yeah, I appreciate it. I have a lot of work to do.
A lot of work.
But I just pulled off the rad support of the Zenki. Sorry, Zenki boys, and the S15 one's gonna go on.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Thanks.
Well, yeah, of course. Looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted. I'll send you photos. You can post them on the channel, see where we go. This one should be a fast build. It should be ready by late spring. So
ready to rip for the summer at Lime Rock.
Exactly. That's the plan.